In Consumer Corner, we take a look at trends creating a buzz here in China. On today's show, we'll discuss popular products related to air pollution in China. The air pollution in a number of Chinese cities has been incredibly bad for the past week. China's Ministry of Environmental Protection released that about 80 square kilometers in China have been seriously affected by the air pollution. Beijing, Tianjin, as well as other cities in the Hebei province have all suffered the worst air pollution levels in this time. While people are getting impatient waiting for the government to fix the problem, they're looking to other means for keeping their lungs clean. In addition to the air cleaners and PM 2.5 masks, other products and businesses related to fighting air pollution are also being welcomed by many Chinese people. Many fruits like snow pears and pomelos are all selling very well in supermarkets as well as fruit stores because a lot of Chinese people believe that these fruits can help moisten and clean the lungs. In bizarre Chinese medicine beliefs, eating these fruits can help decrease the harm made by air pollution. Staff from a supermarket exposed they have sold at least 200 pounds of snow pears these days. Some vegetables are also believed to have magic medicinal powers. These include lily bulbs, agaric, and carrots. They have become new items for some people's daily diets. A few restaurants are even making special menus to fight against air pollution. The dishes include the likes of sautéed lily bulbs and celery and agaric sautéed meat. According to staff at these restaurants, these meals are very popular. The price of these dishes range from $3 to $15 for each one. Some net users express their views on these behaviors. A few of them stress that eating these fruits or vegetables cannot decrease the harm made by the air pollution at all. One wrote, quote, "I never believe that these fruits or vegetables can help fight against air pollution. I'd rather believe it's a way for people to comfort themselves. And it's really dangerous to change your eating habits suddenly. It will more likely lead to a stomach pain instead of cleaning lungs." Another net user also pointed out that these ways to fight against the air pollution don't work at all. The net user puts blame on the government. One commented, quote, "Don't rely on these folks to decrease the harm brought on by air pollution. They don't work at all, and it's not the fundamental way to solve the problem. Now that air pollution has directly harmed people's health, the government should carry out sharp steps to solve it." Real estate developers are now getting in on the huge market for fighting air pollution. They're pushing housing developments in coastal cities where the air is cleaner. The air quality in these cities is normally better because there are less factories or because the air doesn't get trapped on land. The other type of houses fighting air pollution are those with air filters. They might advertise that the houses have advanced pollution-fighting technology in them, but the houses really just use air filters. There are a heap of filters which can be put on vents to filter out particles. At the end of last year, these kinds of houses were sold in Shanghai. When the houses were promoted, inquiries to the houses increased by 40%. The price for this kind of house is about $1,000 per square foot. And people also need to pay about $91 in maintenance costs on the system for each month. Even though these house prices are much more expensive than ordinary ones, analysts predict that these houses will acquire a large market in the future. And that's probably because the pollution doesn't seem to be going away. A few net users hold the view the air pollution days have provided good business opportunities, and that these revenues will contribute to China's economy in the end. It's the backing behind their conspiracy theory. The government is using the air pollution to make money. One net user said, quote, "Now I understand why those measures by the Chinese government have had little effect on reducing air pollution. Perhaps it's because they don't mean to do it that way. After all, the air pollution days can bring so many business opportunities, just like with houses. And all the revenues from these opportunities will boost GDP in the end." In order to reduce the air pollution, about 147 industrial companies in Beijing have cut or suspended production as of Tuesday. The Chinese government also has a fund with about $1.6 billion to handle air pollution in Beijing and other cities that are severely affected this year. This money will be first invested in industrial companies in these cities to cut emissions. Air pollution days have now become more frequent in cities in China. It's convinced many foreigners and Chinese people to leave for cleaner cities abroad. It's urgent and necessary for the Chinese government to act on this problem. Lives are at risk, while the city rests in these gray sky days.